Backwards off the jail we go, 3 meals a day and a roof overhead. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. And we are back with another piss service announcement. My name is Derek. I'm filling in for the day. And we're going to talk about the death penalty. Yes, the death penalty. And the reason why is because when one man's trial is affecting an entire county's budget, and the people of said county, the taxpayers, they're going to be affected because for some reason they've got to pay for it. Now this is going to be a fact-heavy announcement today because I feel a need to get some points across to you guys. All right, but before I get to the fact, there's something else I have to get out of the way. I remember last year seeing a story from Oklahoma about a man being put to death by the wrong lethal injection cocktail. Now, what I want to know is, does it matter which you use to put the man to death? If they're all going to do the same thing, why does it matter? But before anybody gets butthurt, let me preface this knowledge of much bigger problems where inmates could writhe in pain, convulse, and, oh yeah, that's right, take over an hour to die. But this one guy, all they did was, and I quote, medically indistinguishable for their purposes. And one was potassium chlorate, which they're exposed to use, and the other was potassium acetate. I mean, it seems pretty cut and dry to me. I mean, it still did the job, killed the guy. He didn't have to go through all the extra pain and suffering that all these people want to bitch about. But I also think it may be time to put the death penalty to death. But, let's not, be ironic about it, where we put on death row and it takes forever to end. Now, with that said, I'm about to spit some more facts to you, all rapper style, but with a little bit more intelligence. Now, the state of PA reinstated the death penalty back in 1978, and from that time till now, only 3 people on death row have been executed. And the only reason why that happened was because they gave up their rights to appeal. Speaking of appeals, in the almost 40 years that the death penalty has been back in the state of Pennsylvania, there have been 140 appeals that either dropped to a life sentence, or, here's where it gets problematic, a little fun for you, that have been found innocent of the original charges that they were charged with. Oh, and by the way, when an inmate wants to appeal, who pays for that? We do. So not only are we paying for them to be there in the first place, we're paying for them to get this appeal process going. And it's not like a quick and easy thing. It's not a one and done. This is something that could take decades to get done. Plus, sometimes, even when they appeal, it leads to nothing, and nothing gets done. And another thing, we have to think about the families who have to fight a never-ending battle to make sure that these people can stay behind bars or finally get the death sentence like they should. The average amount in other states for death row inmates is usually between 5 to 10 years. Now, here in the state of Pennsylvania, it's anywhere between 20 to 30. And that's if anything happens at all to them. What I'm trying to get across here is, if in this whole time we've had the death penalty back in the state of Pennsylvania, and we've only killed 3 inmates, why is it even a viable option in the first place for the state? While Ed Rendell was in office, he signed off on 119 death sentences. But guess what? Not a single one was carried out. Which means there's 119 inmates somewhere sitting in a high security prison for most likely the rest of their natural life. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I really don't think anytime soon we're going to be starting up a conveyor belt and just throwing them all on. My biggest issue with the death penalty is it's very expensive from trial to table, even when it doesn't make it to the table. The best part is that PA has done nothing to figure out how much it racks up in cost. And what I've seen from other states, I can say this. It's not going to be looking very pretty. For example, since 1978, the state of California has racked up $4 billion in costs for these kind of cases. On a federal level, for capital cases, it has been $1.6 billion. And a thing to remember is we are the ones who pay for that. The worst part is that this doesn't even scratch the surface. So here's the short version. Everywhere the death penalty is still considered is going to cost significantly more for capital cases than non-capital cases, anywhere up to 70%. And figuring that it costs about $35,000 per inmate per year, that should be very, very frightening to you. And that should be a frightening idea because it costs more to house a death row inmate than a regular inmate. That's tax dollars hard at work. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment on whether you think the death penalty should stay or go. And until next week, see you later.